Yours at goodfood.com. Hi, everyone. It's Evan Pilati, host of the True Sports Card Show here on Sactown Sports 1140 every Saturday at 10 a.m. Would you like a chance to meet Ricky Henderson, Dennis Rodman, Johnny Manziel, Randy Johnson, Frank Thomas, Vlad Guerrero Sr., Dave Stewart, and our favorite Malik Monk, and meet over 90 sports card dealers all in one weekend? This is your chance to do it on May 17th through the 19th at the Roseville Fairgrounds at the Sacramento Autograph Expo. You can get all the information about the show on our website at sacautograph.expo.com. That's sacautograph.expo.com.
It's time to trade in and trade up at Northern California's #1 Honda dealer, Stockton Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings. Plus, get top dollar for your trade. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com. It's all a click away.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. Stockton Honda.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. You get it done.
If your Medi-Cal is ending, Cover California is here to help. Cover California is a service from the state that helps you get affordable health insurance. In many cases, at no cost to you, just like with Medi-Cal. We have quality health plans and steps away, the one that works for you and your family. So, if you're no longer eligible for Medi-Cal, check out Cover California. We'll keep you covered. Learn more at coverca.com.
It's time for game night, getting you ready for Sacramento Kings basketball. Game night is presented by Power Business Technology, a locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Contact them at 844-POWER-BZ or visit them at powercopiers.com. Here's your host, Scott Marsh.
Well, pleasant good afternoon to you. Welcome to game night. We're coming to you live from Mojo's. We're here in the high school. I'll be hanging out watching this game afterwards. Come check us out. Beautiful location, great food and beverage. We'd love to have you be a this experience as the Kings get ready to take up Oklahoma City. We are in the season in the playoff push for a while, but now it is all coming to a crescendo. We're an idea for the Kings of clear win move in the years they take it. We come back home for 3 incredibly important games. Thursday against New Orleans, a back-to-back at home against Phoenix, and they wrap up the year against the Portland Trailblazers. Henry, it's beautiful out here. Mojo's is a great place to be. You've got your gumbo. You're feeling good. Your belly is fed, and we're ready to talk some hoops.
You know what, man? This place is almost like a little doco. You know, you got your inside, you got your outside. You can watch people walk by, and the sun is out. I like it down here, Scott.
It's a great place, and we'll be coming down here more often to do things. It's been great to be out and about in our community doing game night here with the weather getting better. As for the Kings, of course, this is a huge game. Can't understate it. 1-2 on this road trip. They get the win against Brooklyn. They blow out a hapless Nets team, 107-77. They took care of business. After the losses against the Knicks and the Celtics, you're taking on a very good Oklahoma City team tonight. And, oh, by the way, they're getting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander back tonight.
Yeah, they're getting their motor back. You know, their guy, the head of the snake. He's coming back. So, you know, tonight isn't going to be any easy task for the Sacramento Kings. They're going to have to come with their best brand of basketball.
No doubt about it. They'll have to bring their A game. It's the fourth and final meeting between these two teams. The Kings won both games at home. They lost their lone appearance. That was on Super Bowl Sunday at OKC. But for the Kings tonight, they realize it's 4 games, and these games are going to determine whether they're going to be in the playoffs or the play-in. and where they're going to be in the play-in. Are they going to have to play 2 games to play their way in? Are they going to have a home game? Are they going to be on the road? All of these things, it couldn't mean any more right now.
All of these scenarios can totally play out within these next 4 games. And, the Kings, at this particular point, Scott, you need to be playing your best brand of basketball because, your back's up against the wall. You have to be able to come out and win basketball games. That's what it's about. When you get to the playoffs, and I'm even throwing in the play-in, it's all about winning. You don't have a chance to say, we had a oops. Oh, we had a bad game. You have no more time for that. You have to be on top of what you're doing. You have to really be able to hone your craft.
No doubt. And as we mentioned, looking at the Western Conference games tonight, the Pelicans, you would think they're going to win tonight. They're in Portland to take on the Trailblazers. You've got the Suns and the Clippers. How about that? A back-to-back situation for the Clippers and the Suns before Phoenix comes here on Friday. And it's the Warriors and the Lakers tonight.
Wow. I mean, a lot of rubber hitting the road tonight.
It is.
I mean, it's all of those teams you just named are in a battle for, you could say, fighting for their NBA lives, fighting for this season. Where are you going to be able to stack up? Everybody is going to be jockeying for the best possible position that they can get.
No question. So the Suns are 46-32 right now. They're tied with the Pelicans. Both have the same record. The Kings are a game back at 45-33. Again, you assume New Orleans wins tonight. If the Kings were to lose, they would effectively be 3 games behind the Pels because the Pels have all the tiebreakers.
Right.
The Suns, meanwhile, they've got the tough schedule coming in home. Trying to get 2 against the Clippers won't be easy. Of course, they come here Friday night, so you got to your possibilities of maybe catching Phoenix. It's in your destiny anyways. As for the Lakers, huge loss on Sunday night at home to Minnesota. LeBron did not play in that game. AD got clobbered on the head. He left in the second quarter. So the Lakers are a game back of the Kings, 45-34, 1 game back in the loss column, half game overall. But we're only looking at the loss column right now. And, of course, the Kings have the tiebreaker against the Lakers, too.
Right. All of these scenarios, Scott, all of these possibilities, but you have all of these teams in that. And, for basketball, it's great. If you're in that situation, you kind of got a little bellyache. But, overall, it's a great thing for basketball, man, to have all these teams. It just goes to show you how dominant the West is. You still have 10 teams fighting it out for each and every last position.
Yeah, no doubt. Every team is bringing it here in the last week of the season. As we mentioned for the Suns, Clippers twice, and it's interesting. It's a home and road. So Phoenix will be in LA on Thursday after hosting the Clippers tonight before coming up to take on Sacramento, and they finish the year at Minnesota. So I think it's fair to say the Suns have the toughest of all the schedules remaining.
Yes, they do. But I'll tell you what, just like we look at our schedule, Scott, and we say, all right, this is the game that we absolutely have to have. What do you think Phoenix is doing?
Yep, they're saying the same thing, of course.
They're looking at the last 3 saying what? We
absolutely have to have these games.
We absolutely have to have that Kings game.
Yes, for sure. They do. There's no doubt about it. If the Kings win that game, they would have the season series. And either way, if the Suns win, they'll have the season series. It's the 5th time these 2 teams will play. Right now, it's a split 2-2.
See, that's what I'm saying. They're looking at that Kings game. Like I said, every game is very important, but they're looking at it saying, okay, even if we drop this one, even if we drop that one, that Sacramento game is the one. That's going to be our key. And so they're going to come in here hungry.
For sure. All right, for the Kings, Keegan Murray was put on the questionable list for tonight, but we are told that he will be available and will play. Obviously, the Kings can't afford to be without Keegan Murray.
No. Keegan Murray, whatever it is, put some ice on it, tape it up, get some pre-tape. We need you out there on the floor. We're already undermanned. We can't lose another scorer. No. We can't lose another defender and think that we're still going to be able to make this push.
Absolutely not. And he was put on there for calf soreness. So hopefully he's 100% and ready to go tonight. The topic du jour that we've talked about all season long, it heated up again last week, but was with Harrison Barnes, who had some terrific games a week ago or so. Hasn't been as good on this road trip. The last 4 games, he's only scored 18 points, 6 of 22 shooting, 4 of 16 from 3 in the last 4.
Wow. we've been down this road before.
I know we have.
And a lot. I don't know what else to say. I honestly don't know what else to possibly say, because here's the problem, Scott.
Yep.
Harrison Barnes will come out one night and should give you an all-star performance.
Yep.
I mean, offensively, defensively, basketball IQ-wise, he'll give you everything you possibly need. And then in the next night, he sits in the corner in a rocking chair. So it's like, what do you do? How do you get him going? What do you say to get him going?
Yep.
Is there a switch that you can click to get this guy in a positive mode?
Well,
I don't know.
Well, we do know when Harrison Barnes is active, the Kings are a much better team.
Oh, no, the Kings are a very dangerous team when Harrison Barnes is in gear.
No doubt. All right. You look at Oklahoma City, and there's a reason they're trying to get a number 1 seed in the Western Conference right now. They're number 3 in the NBA in scoring, just under 120 points a game. They're number 4 in offensive rating, and they're number 6 in defensive rating. And I think when you talk Oklahoma City, you don't necessarily think about this, but I mean, combined, they're one of the most balanced teams in the league.
Yeah, and Scott, if you talk about on the defensive end, they got some long players. They got some very, very long players. They got guys that are 7 feet with very long wingspans, and they can move. They're just not big stiffs out there on the floor. Each and every last one of their 7-footers can create some space and cover a lot of space. So when you talk about being able to get guys off their feet and try to get around them, their reaction time is elite.
They are indeed. Now, the Kings, we've talked about the defense picking up. If you look at the defensive rating over the past 15 games, they're 3rd in the NBA.
Wow.
Only giving up 106.5 points a game.
Definitely been able to pick it up on the defensive end. You know, Scott, it's a situation to where if you want to win, let's just put it on the table of winning basketball games. If your offense isn't going to be elite enough for you to do it, you have to look at the defensive side of the ball. You know, if you can only generate 100 points, you're going to have to be able to stop your opponent at 99.
Yep.
So defense really plays a big part.
No question about that. Obviously, it's been good to see Trey Lyles get back, get active. He's been good since coming back. He had 14 points off the bench. Davion Mitchell has been good. He's kind of found his groove after
playing much better.
Yeah, and he's gotten more consistent playing time, and I'm sure that's helped as well. How about Colby Jones? He's seeing a lot of playing time on this road trip.
Colby Jones is getting acclimated. You know, he's a guy that you say, okay, let's see what he can give us out there. You know what? But I want to go back to Davion Mitchell.
Yep.
You know why I think Davion Mitchell's playing a better brand of basketball?
Why?
It's because he don't have that guy behind him. He doesn't have that short leash to where as soon as he messes up, he knows he's coming out. There's no Malik Monk coming in to check you out. There's no Herder coming in to get you out. So I think he's a lot more comfortable understanding that his leash is a little bit longer, knowing that if he misses his first shot or if he turns the basketball over, he's not getting yanked right out the game.
No, it's a great point. We're also seeing Davion and Keon on the floor at the same time a lot together.
Well, that's one of the best defensive lineups that they can have at the 1-2 position. You know, KE is one of those guys to where you can put out there, he could probably go anywhere between 1 to 3 and guard efficiently out there. So when you put Davion Mitchell at the point, because he's scoring, always playing D, so that's a plus. Then you have KE at the 2, locking down whoever it is. Let's say if you're playing a Phoenix to where you have to have KE guarding Booker, you can do that.
No doubt. In a game with SGA tonight, I think you're going to see a lot of that. We've seen the 3-guard alignment with Darren on the floor at times with Keon and Davion.
You know, and I like that lineup. I don't like it as much as I like when Monk is out there.
Yeah.
When you have Monk, KE, and Fox, I thought that was the best backcourt lineup you could have because you got long length, you got quickness, you got speed, and you got guys that can get out in transition and finish above the rim.
Yeah, no doubt. So the Kings, again, blew out Brooklyn on Sunday, 107-77. They jumped out to that first half lead. They were up 25 at half, never looked back. Our look back at that game brought to you by Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop. As we always do, we look at points in the paint, brought to you by RT Painting. The Kings upped their number in the paint a little bit. They've been under, sub 40 for several games. They got up to 48 in that game against Brooklyn. Again, RT Painting, your reliable and trusted painter in the Sacramento market since 1998. And as we talked about, with Kyle and Kevin and the drive guys before coming on for game night. Sabonis is always important. I think he's extra important tonight. He's had some monster games against OKC.
He's been able to play very efficiently against OKC. Whenever Sabonis has an opponent to where he can really body them and get them off their spot, he's very effective.
Yep.
I don't think OKC has a guy that can really go muscle for muscle with Sabonis. So he should be able to have his way around the rim.
Yeah, it's a good matchup for Sabonis. There's not somebody who is so big and physical that can outwork him in the post tonight. Chet Holmgren, obviously it's a good three-point shooter, but just doesn't have the muscle on him.
I mean, he doesn't want to see Sabonis down low.
No, he doesn't.
And especially in let's say this New Jack era of the way the referees are calling the games, so where they're letting a lot go.
Yeah.
You could be a lot more physical down low. No, they don't want to see Sabonis down low at all.
All right, game night's underway. We're coming to you live from Mojo's. Love to see you down here tonight to take in the game. Kings and Thunder game night brought to you by our good friends at Power Business Technology. Experience how the power of family can help your business office equipment needs today. Contact them at 844-POWER-BZ. or go to powercopiers.com. More of game night right here. Sactown Sports 1140.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
With RT Painting, our name says it all. We are a reliable and trusted commercial and residential painting company serving the Sacramento area since 1998. Employee owned, our attention to detail is second to none. Put our decades of experience serving our community to use for you. Get a free quote today. Call us at 916-900-8112. That's 916-900-8112. Or go online to rtpainting.com. That's rtpainting.com. RT Painting, your trusted and reliable painting contractor of choice.
Power Business Technology is proud to be 100% independent, locally owned, and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing...
Scott and Henry, can you guys hear me? Hello, hello, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
No. Yes.
Yep.
Then don't worry about it. We don't have to.
$9,300.
Welcome to a brighter future with Aztec Solar, serving Sacramento since 1980. Everyone knows that solar saves money. How much? The answer is a few clicks away. Visit yourpowersavings.com. It's fast, easy, and reliable, giving you instant insight into your potential savings.
I used to pay $400 a month to the power company, and that $400 a month added up to $48,000 over the past 10 years. That all changed when I switched to solar with Aztec Solar.
Now it's your turn to stop overpaying for electricity. Calculate your solar savings right now at yourpowersavings.com. And Aztec Solar will email or text you how much you'll save every month. Plus, we've got an exclusive offer for you. Get your solar electrical system for just $9,995 cash price after incentives. Don't wait. This deal won't last forever. Visit yourpowersavings.com today and take the first step towards energy independence with Aztec Solar.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is, this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-497-1990. That's 800-497-1990. 800-497-1990.
Welcome back in the game night right here, Sactown Sports 1140. We're coming to you live from Mojo's Tap and Kitchen. If you haven't been here, you need to come check this place out. Scott Pernay, the owner of this place, he has got this place rocking. It's a great place to watch all your sporting events. High Flyers down here as well. He'll be heading back to the studio for Kings Live pregame. Jason Ross and Henry will have that beginning at 4:30. 5 o'clock tip tonight, Kings in Oklahoma City. The Thunder come in at 53-25. As we said, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander will play tonight. He's missed a while. We'll see if there's any rust on him. Jalen Williams is a game-time decision tonight. He's going to warm up, and we'll see how he goes. He did not play on Sunday, but obviously Jalen Williams has been balling this year.
Yes, he has, Scott. And the one thing that bothers me about that, I know guys can bag out at the last second, but I'm sorry. When you're a baller, 9 times out of 10, when you get in that layup line and you get that lather going,
you're playing.
Oh, you're playing. It ain't none of that. Well, go back in the locker room, take your jersey off. No. Come on, man, let's go.
Yeah, and for the Thunder, again, they're a game back of both the T-Wolves and the Nuggets. They're 53-25. They have a chance to get the number 1 seed still. Now, as you're trying to figure all the combinations out, I don't know how important that is. Obviously, it's a benefit because you'll have home court, which is always good, especially to be the number 2 seed. If you're taking on Denver, you'd like to have the home court against them. Your most important thing, of course, is health. So I'm interested tonight with SGA and with Jalen Williams if he plays the minutes that they might play tonight.
It's just kind of the same situation, Scott, that we had with Boston. Where is OKC mindset?
Yeah.
Where do they want to be? You can always be in one game of the one spot. Do you really want the one spot? Who you going to match up with at that one spot? Do you really want to see who's going to be coming out of that play-in at that one spot? So it's always that type of scenario. It's so many things that you can look at, and it's a great variety to have when you're in that 1-2 spots where you can pick and choose who you want to play.
No question. Right now, with 4 games left, there's no way of knowing. I mean, it could be anybody, anywhere from the Suns to the Warriors still for Oklahoma City to match up with. They know they're solidly in. They're going to host a first-round playoff. And right now for the Thunder, it's kind of a scenario like the Kings were last year, sitting in that 3 seed.
Yeah. It's like, hey, we're here. We've played great basketball. We've taken care of business. We're in control of our own destiny. All we have to do is keep playing solid basketball from here.
Yeah, here that is for them. And then for the Kings, if we're looking best case scenario, Kings win tonight, okay?
Right.
Let's say they're able to move into the playoffs. They're able to get past Phoenix and the Pelicans. Thunder stay at 3. They're not going to fall to 4. They mathematically could, but the Clippers are 3 games back. Unlikely, okay? Let's say OKC sits in that 3 seed. We get up to the 6 seed. That means we're matched up against OKC. We're 3-1 on the year against them. I think it's a good matchup for Sacramento. All of a sudden, you're feeling pretty good about life.
Yeah.
I mean, you're feeling good about life for being in the playoffs regardless, but also then you have a matchup that feels good.
Yes, if everything plays out the exact way you just put it out there, the Kings win tonight and then get matched up with them, we got what, a 4-1?
3-1. It would be 3-1 tonight. Yeah.
So I'll say if you win tonight,
it would be 3-1 if we win tonight.
Okay, you'll be 3-1 going into a 7-game series with them. I'm with you.
I like my chances.
Hey, you know what? Let's toss it up and let's go. We don't care where we are. The Sacramento Kings had already proven that they have no problem with winning on the road. They can get that done. So seeing that OKC would have the home court, it wouldn't make no difference. It's like we're 3-1. Let's go.
Yeah, no doubt. And even though you have 3 wins against Denver, I like the OKC matchup a lot better than the Denver one.
Yeah, you know what? If I was going to poke into a bare hole, I think I would do the one at OKC than the one down in Denver.
No doubt. Speaking of the Joker, obviously he's getting into playoff form. Jamal Murray has come back. Is the Joker going into the last week? Is he the favorite to get his 3rd MVP?
Wow. You know what?
I think it comes down to two guys. I think it comes down to him and Luka. And
right.
in my opinion, SGA would be third.
Yeah, SGA is in third. But I'll tell you this. You know, as good of a player as the Joker is, I think a lot of it has to do with who you are, your brand, your style of play. Because really, if they're just going off of numbers, Sabonis should be up there. I think right now, Luka is probably going to be MVP because of what he's doing, how he's playing. And if Dallas continues to win, he'll get that MVP vote.
No doubt. The Mavs have won 9 of 10, 3 straight. They're 48-30. They could fall to 6. They could fall to 7 still, for that matter. I mean, I guess they have a possibility of falling all the way to 8, technically. They're not going to do that. They certainly could move up on the Clippers. It looks most likely like Dallas and the Clippers are going to be a first-round matchup in that 4 or 5 spot, as we talked about on Sunday. That's an incredible first-round matchup.
I mean, really, Scott, all the matchups are going to be
so
tough,
good. It's
bro.
true. You're right. You're right.
Tough. Think about it.
Yeah.
You have the Lakers and you have Golden State Warriors down in the play-in right now.
Yep.
So, you're talking about basketball teams that are really championship or bust down at the bottom.
Oh, no doubt. And as we said, the Lakers and Warriors play tonight. That's the TNT game. That is in L.A. Who do you like in that game tonight?
Oh, I would take the Warriors. I want the Lakers to lose. The Lakers are too close to us. So I want the Lakers to fall out.
Yeah, so if the Warriors beat the Lakers, it would pretty much secure that they're going to be the 9 and 10 teams. They'd be playing each other again. They'd be just fighting for home court at that point. They would have the same record if the Warriors won.
Yeah, see, I want that scenario more than putting us down there.
Yep, I hear you. How about Suns and Clippers twice? The Suns have to play the Clippers. They're at home tonight. They're in L.A. on Thursday before coming here.
I want the Clips to knock both games off.
No doubt about that. We're big Clippers fans right now. But what do you think about the Suns matchup tonight against the Clips?
Depending upon where's Kawhi at in all this.
Yeah, he still hasn't shown up on the court here.
See, that's the thing. The Clippers are going to go as far as Kawhi take them. Paul George is only going to be able to muster up so much to hold this team on his back. He needs Kawhi Leonard. They're going up against another juggernaut. It's Phoenix playing at their potential right now. Are they playing their best brand of basketball right now?
Yeah, Suns have won 7 of 10. Booker has been going off. He had that 52 game, followed before by a 40-point game.
KD
is KD, and Beal's been contributing.
And see, that's the thing right there. Are they playing their best brand?
It feels like they are to me.
And see, and that's the scary part. All of those teams that have big threes or the prototypical superstar built teams, it makes no difference how badly they played during the regular season. If they could come down to the end, still make it into the show, but playing their best brand because they feel like they can make it through any of these other teams anyway.
Yep, for sure. All right, it's game night. We're coming to you live from Mojo's. Again, game night brought to you by National Garage Door. Call today for your basketball special, 916-638-4554. When we come back, we'll get you caught up on all the other news and notes around the league. We'll continue to preview this one. It is truly the stretch run for the Kings. It's the final week of the regular season. We know the Kings will be in the play-in. Will they be in the playoffs? That will be determined by what they do in the next 4 games. Game night right here, Sactown Sports 1140.
It's the final road game of the regular season for the Sacramento Kings.
Blocked over the shoulder by Sabonis, and it's grabbed by Colby Jones. 32 seconds to go. Here comes Fox and the Kings. Difference between the clocks is 13 seconds. Fox for 3. De'Aaron Fox has just hit a triple to put Sacramento on top, 100-99.
Check out the Kings and the Thunder from Oklahoma City. Tip-off Tuesday at 5 on your home of the Kings, Sactown Sports.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Folsom Lake Kia.
I'm Mark Finan in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. Skies will stay clear tonight. Overnight lows will drop down into the upper 40s to about 50. A beautiful day tomorrow, sunny and warm with highs in the low 80s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA News and the KCRA 3 app.
Spring savings continue at Folsom Lake Kia. Low payments, special offers, zero down deals on approval of credit. Shop your trusted Kia dealership for over 25 years and tell them DC sent you. FolsomLakeKia.com.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I used my Discover card to buy these yellow pleather pajamas, and I'm just not sure I'm pulling them off.
24/7 U.S.-based customer service. It pays to Discover. Limitations apply. Learn more at discover.com/credit card.
Timmy, everybody. Great job. Next up, we have Samantha.
10 times better performance can make a big difference. Castrol Edge Motor Oil gives your engine 10 times better high-temperature performance. Castrol Edge, better oil for maximum performance. Now through April 23rd, get a $15 gift card when you buy 5 or more quarts of Edge or Edge High Mileage Full Synthetic, only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Claim based on Sequence 3 H test versus API SP test limits.
Are you stressing about your IRS tax problems? Have you received notices from the IRS threatening to garnish your wages, levy your bank accounts, or seize your property? You need an ally. Allies Tax Relief has tax attorneys and enrolled agents that are ready to fight for you. They have saved millions for taxpayers just like you. Allies Tax Relief can help put a stop to IRS collections and, most importantly, negotiate your tax debt. Here's Brenda, a happy client of Allies Tax Relief.
I owed the IRS around $57,000, and they're about to start garnishing my paychecks. I heard a commercial on the radio about Allies Tax Relief, so I thought I'd give them a call. After a day, they were able to at least stop the garnishments, and after a few months of negotiations, I walked away owing the IRS only $301.
If you owe the IRS, call Allies Tax Relief right now for your free consultation. Call 800-230-5174. 800-230-5174. That's 800-230-5174.
Kevin Lewis with National Garage Door, reminding you that in Sacramento, National Garage Door is the king of garage doors. We service, sell, and install garage doors and openers. Call us today for your basketball special. A new 16x7 Rainer garage door with installation and a belt drive opener for only $24.49 installed. Give us a call today, 916-638-4554.
638-4554 National Garage Door.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Everywhere you look, someone is always telling you how to get more fit. While we may feel like we're fit, we can all get fitter. Maybe you have a favorite pair of jeans that don't fit anymore, or maybe you just want to lower your blood pressure a bit. Here are a few suggestions. Walk more rounds, walk to work, walk to the store, walk the dog, but walk. Strengthening the most important muscles in the golf swing, your glutes. Even Tiger couldn't fire his. Buy a foam roller and knead the muscles of your body 3 times a week, especially your hips. You can do this while you watch television. Eat more vegetables, and potato chips and carrot cake don't count. Stabilize the muscles of your core by raking leaves or sweeping floors, and eliminate soda, especially the ones with artificial sweeteners. Maybe you'll be able to take a little bigger turn. Maybe you won't get tired around the 15th hole. Either way, you're going to be much happier with yourself. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
No look, Bibby to Weber, down the lane, flying jam. There's your play of the night right there. It's inside is Sabonis, a two-hand rip, a brilliant pass from De'Aaron Fox.
KHTKAM Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports.
Welcome back into game night right here, Sactown Sports, 1140. Scott Marshall on with the high flyer, Henry Turner. We're coming to you live from Mojo's. We're in the heart of Midtown Sacramento. Come on down and join us. Corner 14th and I. 1431 I Street to be exact. You can't miss it. Open seating outside, open seating here
Hey, Scott,
at the bar.
How cool are those taps right there, bro?
Pretty cool. Cool.
It's like they got wrenches on every last single tap. That's kind of sweet, man.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
It is unique.
It is very unique. So come on down. Great place to watch the game. All right, let's go around the league. Some other news and notes. Everybody trying to get healthy. Obviously, the most important thing for any team going into the playoff stretch is your health. And for Minnesota, they've been waiting to get the big cat back, Karl Anthony Towns. He's been cleared for 5-on-5. He's nearing his return. The T-Wolves got a big win in L.A. on Sunday night. Of course, the Lakers played without both LeBron, and they played without AD for a good part of that game. He got hit in the head in the second quarter, never returned. The Wolves, how serious are they in terms of being able to make a run this year, especially if they get Big Cat back?
They look good now. They really look good. Karl Anthony Towns, I really think, is playing some of his best basketball of his career, because he really don't have to do everything. He don't have to be the alpha and the omega. Ant-Man has came into his own. He is a superstar in the making. Having the backing of Rudy Gobert, I think, really has made both of those players a lot better. To where they have a solidified rim protector, another rebounder, another guy that can definitely help them on the defensive end.
Yeah, no doubt. It's already a very good defensive team. We know that. They've been number one in defensive rating throughout most of the year. So Minnesota looking to make a serious run this year. How about this for the Suns? We've talked about their big three. Isaiah Thomas, a feel-good story. We love IT. We don't want him to help Phoenix this week, though. He's being signed through the season's end.
I'm so happy for Isaiah, man. This dude was our draft pick, the last pick in the draft. He's a poster boy for the little engine that could. He isn't the biggest guy, but he has the heart of a giant. And the dude comes in. No one works harder than this young man. I would definitely say that. Don't know why he has definitely bounced around the league like he has, because his talent is through the roof. His work ethic is superior. I love what he brings. I think he's a very good pickup for Phoenix.
Yeah, no doubt. And we'll see. He's not averaging a lot under 2 points and under assists a night. It's not like they're using him much, but he is somebody in a pinch you can count on if you absolutely needed to. How about speaking of great stories, how about for Lindsey Harding? Of course, we know she was Coach of the Year in the G League, doing a tremendous job with the Stockton Kings. It has been reported that she's going to interview for the Charlotte Hornets head coaching job.
Nice. You know what? Put in her time, man. I mean, honed her craft, was the assistant here for quite some time. I'm glad she's getting a look.
No doubt. It's totally deserving. And obviously, she's done a great job here, both when she was helping out with the Sacramento staff and, of course, down in Stockton as well. As we talked about the MVP race, obviously it's coming to a crescendo here in the final week. According to the straw poll, the Joker is way ahead of everybody else. It's interesting to me. I feel like Luka has been building a lot of steam here with Dallas and what they're doing, but I don't think anybody will complain if Jokic is your MVP.
Number three. Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? I won't either, man, because he's still playing a very dominant style of game. He's still probably, quote unquote, the best big man in the league and one of the top 10 players.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that whatsoever. So according to this straw poll, it's the Joker 1, SGA 2, Luka 3,
Really?
Giannis 4, and Tatum 5. That's how
Really?
it shakes out.
They got SGA over Luka.
And you can't argue with that either.
Okay.
I mean, over the course of the full year, I think Luka's certainly come on. They might be interchangeable there. Jalen Brunson in 6, Anthony Edwards 7, Kawhi 8, Sabonis at 9 in this poll, getting votes, and
All
Jalen
right.
Brown 10.
You know what? At least he's on the board.
Yep.
For what he's doing and all of the, not just Sacramento Kings records, but league records he's breaking. He should at least get some notoriety and be put on the list.
Yep, no doubt. All right, we just saw NBA TV was rerunning the Clippers-Cavs game. We saw Paul George hit the game winner. The Clippers, you talked about it. Kawhi has certainly been out of that lineup, knee soreness. We don't know what that might or might not mean. Obviously, he sat himself out of the playoffs last year. It ruined the Clippers' run. Paul George is a guy who can carry a team. How far could the Clippers go without Kawhi?
Not far.
Can they win a series?
Yeah, I think they can squeeze a series depending upon who they're matched up with. But a second round, not without Kawhi.
Okay. All right, let's go around the league tonight. We've mentioned the Western Conference games. We'll get you caught up on all the games going on tonight. It's a busy night. As we know, last night was NC2A time as UConn went back-to-back, defeating Purdue. By the way, did you see the game? What did you make of the Huskies?
I did watch the game. It was a tough game for Purdue.
Yep.
You know, Purdue looked like they had a one-trick pony. The big man down low, was that Eddie? Edie, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Edie was a monster. I mean, he was like a man among boys down low. You know, I honestly thought that UConn really picked and choose what they wanted to do. They wore them down. It was one of those things to where it was almost like this, Scott. Let the big man do what he's going to do, but just stop the complimentary players and you'll be fine.
Yeah, to your point, Edie had a monster game. I think it's 37-10, and then combined, the other players had like 20-something points. So it was rough sledding, and they only made one 3-pointer in the game. UConn just did their thing, and they've been the most dominant team in basketball, certainly over the last 2 years.
Right. And, you know, and hats off to Coach Hurley, you know, doing his thing, back-to-back championships. And then, you know, the Hurley family is just.
So Bobby's got 2 as a player. Danny's got 2 as a coach.
Right.
And then their dad is one of the all-time great high school coaches.
I was about to say, you know, basketball is just in their DNA. If you're Hurley, and then little Junior Hurley is on the basketball team.
That's right. He won one too.
He didn't get no run, but he's definitely on the
ring.
team. Right.
He's got that ring. All right, games tonight in the association. Dallas is in Charlotte. You got to like the Mavericks' chance of getting their 51st win of the year. Pistons and Sixers, Philadelphia with Embiid. They've looked good. They look dangerous.
Yes. You know, they're a basketball team that, you know, I feel like another squad that's, if they get their guys back, if they get them healthy, no matter where they are in the show, they're going to be able to run the tape. They feel that they can go through anybody to get to where they need to be.
Yeah, they're a game out of 6 behind the Pacers. They can catch Indiana. If they do so, they would match up. I mean, lots of possibilities, most likely the Magic or the Knicks. If they have to play their way in and they win that first playing game, they'd be matched up against Milwaukee. And I think everybody would love to see a Milwaukee-Philadelphia first-round series.
First round. Ooh.
Doc having to take on his former team. You got Embiid versus Giannis. It doesn't get much saucier than that.
I mean, that's throwing it out, slugging out the gate, seeing a first-round series with those two.
No doubt, especially the way the Bucks are playing. They've been terrible.
The Bucks have not played up to par.
No,
I won't say they're terrible, but they haven't played up to par. But see, that's the thing, Scott. Everybody thinks that, okay, just because you made this trade, you made this pick, that you're going to be invincible. Well, that wasn't the case with Milwaukee. You know, I mean, they're going to have to take some time to make that work.
Yeah.
Now, next year they might be invincible.
But they were playing so well before Doc came in.
They was playing good. They wasn't playing well because, like I said, they would have never changed if they would have been playing the way that they thought they were going to be able to play with that trade.
Yeah, not all change is good. So
not all.
We'll see how it works out. You've got, in addition to Philadelphia at home against Detroit Heat and Hawks, Miami's battling for a playoff spot, Celtics and Bucks. And that's the thing, Milwaukee, you know, they threw away several games in this 4-game losing streak, and now they're taking on the best. They may not be able to hold on to that 2 seed.
Let me tell you, when you start throwing away games, that's what starts hurting you. You know, it's one of those situations to where, you know, you want to be like Boston. You want to take care of your business and then be able to say, okay, let's pick and choose what we want to do.
Yep. All right. Knicks and Bulls. Bulls are in the play-in. Knicks are in the playoffs at some level. Magic and Rockets. Orlando playing for a first-round home series advantage. Spurs and Grizz. You've got the Wizards and the T-Wolves. And as we mentioned, the Western Conference, the big games tonight. You've got Denver and Utah, the Warriors, Lakers, the Clippers versus the Suns. The Pelicans are in Portland. And, of course, the game we're most interested in, the game that we're going to focus in on when we come back, the Kings and the Thunder. We'll give you the injury report for tonight's contest. As always, game night being brought to you by the Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Sacramento. If you have a heart of service, you want to do something good in our community, well, being an outside mentor to a kid who could use one outside the household, it's about as noble of cause as you can take on. Give Big Brothers and Big Sisters a call, 916-646-9300, or go to bbbs-sac.org to learn all about becoming a volunteer mentor. More of Game Night right here, Sactown Sports 1140.
The final week of the NBA regular season is here.
It's stolen by the Kings. Sabonis gives to Keegan Murray with a hammer coming off the dribble. He just accelerated. He exploded. He lifted off and he rocketed home that jam.
Listen in as the Kings continue their pursuit for a Western Conference top 6 spot. Catch every moment of the final week and all the analysis right here on your home of the Kings, Sactown Sports.
Want more speed? Well, Xfinity just increased their internet speeds, and they're faster than ever. It's time to get more out of your internet with faster speeds from Xfinity. Now through June 21st, get 150 megabit Xfinity internet for only $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. That's double the speed for the same great price. Click, call, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and other charges extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Hey, what's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet, the Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's going on for Dodge's last call sales event?
We're celebrating 75 years in business by offering 75 new Dodge Chargers and Challengers at enormous discounted prices to say thank you. Right now, get your hands on the last of the gas-powered 2023 Dodge Charger and Challenger GTs and SXTs. And save up to $13,000 off MSRP. But you better hurry in because you only have until April 13th.
How about the Scat Packs? You got any deals on those?
Yep. We've got some of the biggest savings I've ever seen. But like I said, you better hurry in because these are the very last of the gas-powered Chargers and Challengers. And you only have until April 13th to cash in on this anniversary savings.
Well, you better get moving to Hoblet Dodge in Woodland or search, select, and save through our whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
13,000 total net savings on Dodge Charger Challenger SXT after $84.20 factory rebates and $4,600 dealer discounts. May include $500 first responder cash. Must be current member of eligible First Responder Association. 10th net savings. See dealer for details.
With RT Painting, our name says it all. We are a reliable and trusted commercial and residential painting company serving the Sacramento area since 1998. Employee owned, our attention to detail is second to none. Put our decades of experience serving our community to use for you. Get a free quote today. Call us at 916-900-8112. That's 916-900-8112. Or go online to rtpainting.com. That's rtpainting.com. RT Painting, your trusted and reliable painting contractor of choice.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
Marcus, what happened?
I was changing my oil and I spilled some on the floor.
Oh, well, use these $50 bills to wipe it up.
Perfect. Got any more?
Yeah, take a couple hundred.
Stop. Instead of using money, use an old rag. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all.
The cowbell is right up there too.
The
of
cowbell
course.
is up there.
Yep.
Light the Beam is just taking it to
It's second to none.
to another stratosphere. But I think the cowbells was cool when they first came out.
Okay. There's no doubt though that those bobbleheads were the
they were
ultimate
sweet.
collection items.
Oh, no doubt. But see, but the bobbleheads were only a few guys.
Yep.
See, the cowbells was for the King's era.
True, and they're still used today.
Right. Exactly.
Yep. Nope. That's a very good point. Can't argue with that one. All right, let's get to our injury report for tonight. It's brought to you by the Arnold Law Firm, providing justice for you since 1975. If you're injured, call the Arnold Law Firm, 916-777-7777. 77. For the Kings, we know no Kevin Huerter, no Malik Monk tonight. Keegan Murray was originally put on the questionable list. He has been taken off of that list. He is fine and ready to go. He was having some calf soreness. For the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander back in the lineup. He had been out the last week. He's not even listed as questionable now. Jalen Williams is still listed as questionable with his ankle. According to Mark Daigneault, head coach of the Thunder, he will be a game-time decision. I'm sure we'll have more on that in Kings Live pregame coming up here. We'll get you caught up on all of that. That's your injury report for tonight. Obviously, a huge, huge game for Sacramento in so many respects, trying to close things out here, trying to get out of the play-in and into the playoff. And I think, Henry, for them to do that, they might have to win all 4 games. They certainly have to win 3 of the 4, and the 3 of those games, 2 of those have to be the Pelicans and have to be the Suns, no doubt about it.
Yeah. It's imperative that they have to have those 2, because that's who we're really fighting up against. OKC, we're not really battling against them, and we're not really battling against Portland Trailblazers.
No.
So you say, out of the 4, those 2 for sure.
And let's put it this way. If you don't beat Portland on Sunday, you don't belong to be in the play. I mean, you've earned yourself in a play-in if it comes down to that. That's all I'm trying to say, if you can't beat them on the last day of the year.
Well, Scooter, you might as well say that for
But it's the truth.
I mean, it is. It is. Sadly, it is the truth. And I've been saying that every time the Sacramento Kings drop a basketball game.
No, I know it.
The ones that they should have gotten is like,
sure,
fellas, every time you drop a game, that's putting you one more slot behind where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, by the way, that game on Sunday is a 12:30 game. All the games are being played at the same time on the final day, so nobody can try to pick selection points or figure out who their opponent's going to be and all that stuff. So we'll see how it all plays out. But as you've always said, and it's always true, you have to play the game in front of you. It is Oklahoma City tonight. Shai Gilgeous is back out there. Obviously, this guy is one of the very best in the league. What are the Kings going to do against him tonight?
Wow. Don't know what you're going to get out of Shai.
True.
Don't know how long you're going to get Shai.
True.
The thing about it is that, when you look at OKC, what is their mindset? Do they really need this game? Do they really want this game?
Mm-hmm.
I think a whole lot of that's going to be shown how well they, how long they keep guys out there and how hard they're going.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Obviously, they're playing for seeding too, but they know they're in the playoffs and they know they're hosting a first-round series, so it's not as much needed as it is for Sacramento. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Let's talk about some of the complementary pieces. We talked about Chet Holmgren. Obviously, he's an emerging young star. He would be the rookie of the year if it wasn't for Wemby.
Yes, no doubt. And he's been playing great basketball. Even though he's had a year to get acclimated, see what's going on, find out, how the NBA is played, but still this guy is a big part of their success. And believe me, they lay heavily on him. They really rely on him to be a part of what they're doing.
For sure. Josh Giddey is having a very good year. Lou Dort gets overlooked, but this guy can play and he can defend.
You know what? A lockdown defender. One of the very few guys I've seen that, really stayed step for step with De'Aaron in the half court situation. So, I definitely tip my hat to him, and he's as tough as they come.
Yeah, no, he's been absolutely fantastic for that team. He can also hit the three-pointer, and obviously Oklahoma City's a very good three-point shooting team.
Yeah, they can definitely knock it down from 3. The one thing that I like about them is that they're a very young team. They get up and down. They got Shai at the helm. He's the number 1, but then they got some very complimentary bigs that can get the job done.
No question. Is there a better penetrator in the league than SGA?
SGA is smooth as glass,
so
man.
good.
I mean, have you seen the way this guy he can handle the basketball. He's not a Kyrie Irving, but his handles are so smooth.
Yeah.
He can get to wherever he wants to, and he's slick at how he does it. He never looks like he's out of control. He's going in game pace, but he's never out of control, man. So I really like his game.
How about this? We've got the UConn mascot here. Inside Mojo's hanging out with our Nate Littlefield, who's here. That's the Husky.
Hey,
Man.
he looked part wolf. He got some size on him. He's a big boy.
Don't get too close.
Hey, wouldn't want to see him in a dark alley.
He looks hungry for some gumbo.
Hey,
High Flyer.
well, he can have it. He eyeballed it too.
All right, that's going to do it for game night. High Flyer, we had a great time down here at Mojo's, and I know you're heading back to the Sactown studios. You'll be with Jason Ross.
I am out
for Kings Live pregame. We appreciate that. Of course, Kings and Thunder coming up. It's a tip at 5 o'clock tonight. The G-Man with the call. It's the final road game of the year for Sacramento. And for the Kings, with a win tonight on the road, it would be their 23rd of the year. They have 23 home wins. So you talk about parity. The Kings have been very good, both home and road. Appreciate you listening to Game Night. Keep it tuned all afternoon and evening long. We've got you covered. Sacramento Kings basketball coming your way right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
Harrison Barnes plays here.
Harrison Barnes drives it, hammers it. The Black Falcon soaring into the night sky on a Monday evening in Northern California.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings. It's the final road game of the regular season for the Sacramento Kings.